Hi children, this is your ANR sir with a new lesson for class 8th Andhra Pradesh state syllabus students. Oliver asks for more by Charles Dickens. This is an extract from the novel Oliver Twist written by the British novelist Charles Dickens. It is the story of an orphan boy named Oliver who is brought to a children's home. Mr. Bumble walked on with long strides. Little Oliver, firmly grasping his gold laced cuff, trotted beside him. Oliver had not been within the walls of the workhouse a quarter of an hour when Mr. Bumble informed him that the board had said he was to appear before it forthwith. So here two characters starts the lesson. One is Mr. Bumble and other one is little Oliver. Bumble is the warden of that children's home. And this boy Oliver, who newly got admitted in that children's home, was being taken to appear before some board. So, with long strides, Mr. Bumble walked with long strides. Long strides means what? To walk with long, regular or measured paces. Mr. Bumble is a grown-up man. So he walks with a long, regular steps. And here little Oliver is a boy. So he was admitted on that day only. So he had lot of fear. In order to overcome his fear, what he did, he grasped. That means to take firm hold of something. That means cuff. Cuff means you have sleeves. So end of the sleeve is called a cuff. So this boy was holding that end of the sleeve cuff in order to overcome his fear and followed Mr. Bumble. Bumble walks very fast. So in order to match this Bumble, Oliver walks faster. Trot means what? To walk or walk fast. Clear? Now, Oliver had not been within the walls of the workhouse a quarter of an hour ago. That means just hardly quarter of an hour passed for Oliver to get admitted in that workhouse. And immediately after getting admitted, Mr. Bumble informed whom? Oliver. What? That board wanted to see him. So immediately he should appear before the board. Not having a very clearly defined notion of what a live board was, Oliver was rather astonished by this information and was not quite certain whether he ought to laugh or cry. He had no time to think about the matter. Mr. Bumble asked Oliver to follow him into a large whitewashed room where 8 or 10 fat gentlemen were sitting around a table. So, notion means idea. This Oliver didn't have any idea what was a board. Understood? Because this board has more than one meaning. So he was not at all knowing the actual meaning of this board, which asked Oliver to appear before them. So that is the thing. When he got this information, he astonished. Astonished means what? Surprised. Oliver got surprised and was not quite certain whether he ought to laugh or cry. That means he didn't know anything about his position, whether he was called for a good thing or a bad thing. So whether he should make happiness or feel sadness, he doesn't know anything. He had no time to think about the matter. So there is no much time also because Bumble asked him to hurry up. Mr. Bumble asked Oliver to follow him into a large whitewashed room. So he was carried to a very big hall, a very big room, which was recently whitewashed. There, 8 or 10 very fat gentlemen were sitting round a table. At the top of the table, seated in an armchair rather higher than the rest, was a particularly fat gentleman with a very round red face. So, all these people sat around the table, and just on one corner of the table, there was an armchair, and on that particular armchair, which was little bit higher than the other chairs, a very fat gentleman who looked as their chief, having a very round and red face, was sitting. "Bow to the board," said Bumble. Oliver brushed away 2 or 3 tears that were lingering in his eyes, and seeing no board but the table, bowed to that. "What's your name, boy?" said the gentleman in the high chair. Oliver was frightened at the sight of so many gentlemen, which made him tremble. The beadle gave him a tap on his back with a cane, which made him cry. "Bow to the board," said Bumble. That means Bumble asked Oliver to pay respect to the board. Board means here what? The committee. The number of people those who were sat there, that is board. So at that time, Oliver had tears coming down from his eyes. So because there were tears, he could not see. He could not see any board. He thought board means a writing board, like our blackboard in the school. But he saw only table. So what he did? He brushed away 2 or 3 tears that were lingering. Some tears were falling from his eyes. What he did? He wiped those tears and saw there he didn't see any board, but only he saw the table. So to the table he bowed. So the gentleman who sat on the high chair asked Oliver to tell his name. "What's your name, boy?" By listening the voice of that stranger, Oliver got frightened. Frightened means what? Got afraid at the sight of so many gentlemen, which made him tremble, seeing so many people at a time sitting and looking at him very strangely. Oliver got frightened and that fear made him to tremble. Tremble means what? Shake, shiver. The beadle means who? The church official. The person who works for the church is called beadle. Gave him a tap on his back with his cane. He was holding a cane. With that cane, he gave one tap on the backside of Oliver. And because he was beaten, now Oliver started crying. Boy, said the gentleman in his high chair, listen to me. You know, you are an orphan, I suppose. What is that, sir? Inquired poor Oliver. The boy is a fool. I thought he was, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. Shh, said the gentleman who had spoken first. You know, you have got no father or mother, and that you are brought up by the parish, weren't you? So the gentleman who sat in that high chair, who was chief of the remaining officials, 8 or 10 people were there, gentlemen, and he is maybe in a higher position. So he asked Oliver to listen to him. And he asked whether Oliver knew that he was an orphan. Orphan, this meaning Oliver didn't know. So asked, sir, what is that? What is that orphan means? Then another gentleman who wore a white waistcoat declared that Oliver was a fool, and he confirmed that Oliver was a fool only. Why? What is the reason? The reason is not knowing the meaning of orphan, whereas he was an orphan. Then the gentleman who sat on the high chair cautioned the other gentleman who called Oliver as a fool not to talk. Shh. And again, he gave the meaning of orphan to Oliver. So, who was an orphan? A person who got no father or mother. And secondly asked, do you know that you will be brought up by the parish? What is the meaning of parish? Parish means it is a local church community who does some community activities like bringing up orphans. So, here the gentleman asked whether Oliver knew this point or not. What is that point? That he didn't have father and mother, and he should be brought up by the parish, the community, those who take care of such orphans. Yes, sir, replied Oliver, weeping bitterly. What are you crying for? Inquired the gentleman in the white waistcoat. I hope you say your prayers every night, said another gentleman in a gruff voice, and pray for the people who feed you and take care of you like a Christian. Yes, sir, stammered the boy. Well, you have come here to be educated and taught a useful trade, said the red faced gentleman in the high chair. So, when Oliver has come to know about his condition, that he was a orphan, he could not stop weeping. So, weeping bitterly, he replied, Yes, sir. Then the gentleman who wore a white waistcoat asked for the reason for Oliver to crying. And another gentleman in a gruff voice, gruff means what? In a bad tempered voice, asked whether Oliver daily does his prayers or not. And not only that, he asked whether he would pray for the well-being of those people who are responsible for his feeding, like a true Christian. That means Christians. What Christians? In every religion, after having our lunch or dinner, we pray for well-being of that person who provided us meal. Annadata Sukhi Bhava. In our Hinduism, we say. So the gentleman asked whether Oliver does all these things or not. So now Oliver is completely in bad mood, is unhappy. Secondly, he is in fear also. He doesn't know about his fate. So all these things made him to stammer. What is the meaning of stammer? Nati nati ka palakadam. Yes, sir. And then the red-faced gentleman who sat on the high chair asked whether Oliver knew this point or not. What is that point? He was brought there to be educated and taught a useful trade so that in the coming future, Oliver would be made to stand on his legs. That means to live independently without anybody's help. Whether this fact Oliver knew or not, that gentleman, red-faced gentleman who sat on the high chair asked this to Oliver. So, you will begin to pick Occam tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, added the surly one in the white waistcoat. Oliver bowed low, directed by the beadle, and was then hurried away to a large ward where, on a rough, hard bed, he sobbed himself to sleep. Poor Oliver. As he lay sleeping, unconscious of everything around him, the board had taken a decision that would change the course of his life. So when Oliver said everything and accepted that he had come there to learn some trade and to lead an independent life in future, then the person who wore a white waistcoat said. What did he say? Surly. Surly means what? Ill-tempered and rude. That means that person who wore that white waistcoat didn't behave nicely with this boy and asked what? That from next day morning, Oliver should pick Occam. What is this Occam? You see, uh, ropes which are used, waste, not useful, they throw. So from those ropes, they take out the fiber. From rope, you know, rope is made of some fibers, cheku todi tal alutaru. So what these boys need to do, they have to collect those used ropes and they have to take out the fiber. And this fiber is a commercial item because you can sell that fiber. How do they use this fiber? You see, in those days, boats were there, and these boats were made of wood. So, when you join two wooden planks, some gap will be there. So, this occam, that means this fiber which was taken from the used ropes, they dip in tar, you know, tar. So to lay roads, they use this tar. And they block those openings made by two wooden planks. So this gentleman said, so from tomorrow morning, exactly from 6 o'clock, you should take out the fibers from the used ropes. Do you do that? So work is given to Oliver. So Oliver bowed low as directed by the beadle, and next he ran fast. Hurried means smart, to rush, to go fast. Where? Into a large ward where beds were arranged for these orphans to sleep. What was the condition of those beds? Rough and hard. Rough means what? Not at all smooth. Hard means not at all soft. So such a beds were lying there, and Oliver went there and covered his face and started to weep bitterly. Sob means cry. And like that only he slept. And he was sleeping. He was not aware about his fate, how he had to lead his life there in that parish or in that workhouse, how to lead his life, what is kept for his future. He was not at all knowing that. The members of this board were very wise and philosophical men. As they turned their attention to the workhouse, they discovered that it was the regular place of public entertainment for the poorer classes. It was the place where they had breakfast, dinner, tea, and supper all the year round and free, where it was all play and no work. This was really shocking state of affairs. They were of the opinion that the poor should be given only two alternatives: either to starve quickly outside the workhouse or gradually inside the house. With this view, they decided that the inmates of the workhouse would be issued 3 meals of thin gruel a day with an onion twice a week. You see, the members of this board are very wise and philosophical. Philosophical means they do not take any problem seriously. They take everything very easily. So when they started having their attention towards the functioning of that workhouse, they discovered that workhouse was a regular place for public entertainment. Entertainment means what? To have fun, masti, maza. For whom? For the poorer classes, the poor people, those who do not want to work at all. They try to take shelter in this type of workhouses where they get 3 time meal, breakfast, tea, everything throughout the year free. And no need to work at all, only to play and have fun. So this thing they noticed. So actually, this should not be the aim of having such workhouses. Actually, the aim of having such workhouses is to give some training for the inmates. So whatever skills they learn, with the help of those skills, they should lead their life independently. So when they have seen this is not, this purpose is not fulfilled, they decided what? That these poorer people should be given only two alternatives. What are those two alternatives? Either to make them to starve very quickly, keeping them outside the workhouse, or the people those who are inside the workhouse, slowly, gradually, they should make to starve and to leave the workhouse. అంటే పొమ్మలు లేక పోపడ్డం అనమాట. పొమ్మలు లేక పోపడ్డం. ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళకి సరిగ్గా తిండి ఆహారం ఇవ్వకపోతే వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు? బయటకు వెళ్ళిపోతారు. బయటకైతే దొంగతనం చేసి ఏదో చేసి కడుపు నింపుకోవచ్చని. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. లైక్ దట్ దే డిసైడెడ్. So with this view, what they decided, they cut short their ration. Only 3 times thin gruel is provided. Gruel ఏంటి? పలచని జావ, గంజి. రోజుకి 3 పూటలు అంతే, ఇంకే ఉండదు. నో బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్, నో టీ, నథింగ్. One facility they have. What is that? Twice a week they were given a piece of onion. Like that, they changed the menu of that workhouse. Thank you for watching the presentation.